What's Wings doing? Uh-oh. Wait, is someone fading?
Hey everybody, this is Pure Fred, and today I'm bringing you another very informative video. This is going to be my main video on warns. I know I made one a long time ago, and that was explaining how people make what some people call now warns, but if you want to get technical, they're actually called crew color mats. So it's a weird name. Today I'm going to be explaining how we can get warns, how we can get two-tone warns, and these are all going to be in-game. So all you need to do is find the cards that have the warns, and there are many cards in-game that have warns. But there are also cards that me and my friend have found that have two-tone warns and have an unselected pearlescent, therefore they're completely clean. So big shout out goes to Cobra. We also made a set, 3-car warn set to give away to the community or to the subscribers of this channel when we hit 900. So I'll go over that at the very end of the video. Today I'm going to be informing you where we can get these warns, what we can do with them, all that good stuff. So you can go to this website. I will put in the description, and this one has, it basically says that every vehicle, it has the colors of it when it spawns. There are few that are easy to find, and we already know that they're completely clean. So start with the BF injections for a moment. If you go over to the list, you'll find something like this. The main things you want to look for are primary warn and pearlescent, being like a worn graphite or a worn graphite again, or let me see if I can find another example for you. This black steel one for some reason becomes unselected. You want to look for pearlescents that basically don't say stuff that is a pearlescent already, because if it says something like black or ice white or bluish silver or silver, these are all in-game pearlescents and they will become selected on your car. So you don't want to look for that. Basically, the cars that you want to look for, if you want to do two-tones, if you want to have a proper worn two-tone, look for cars that are like this. Worn, worn, worn. Worn, worn, worn. It has 3 warns. These are the best ones you have to look for. If you know a way to get pearlescents on your car, look for just worn, worn. Don't worry about pearlescents. But if we're speaking from just basic terms, look for cars that are worn silver gray or just worn, worn, worn. And here's a picture of it. You've probably seen this before. This will get you your paint to be a two-tone legitimate worn. And then you go over to SUVs. The Granger has a full worn, worn. It's a one-tone worn, and it has an unselected pearlescent, which we were using. It looks like this. There are pictures on the website. So the Tornado is a classic one that everyone already knows, that everyone has already seen. It's that rusty one. Once again, they're all basically double warns. Though I'll tell you this much, this worn Sea-Wash one does have a black steel pearlescent, but it is unselected. So maybe if you guys want to experiment, get some more cars, I'll be experimenting. My friend will be experimenting. We'll be looking for cars that actually do have unselected pearlescents, even though they say like dark steel or black steel, because black steel is an actual pearlescent, but it doesn't even look like it when we hover over it. So worn, worn, it's good enough. It also gives you the unselected real wheel color. So these are the best ones to start with. What I can tell you is if you're going to make a set, which I'll show you later, you only want to really have your primary to be worn with an unselected pearlescent, because then you can make your secondary whatever matte color you want. I'm going to show you some statements that I've made before and tell you which ones are correct and incorrect. There's 3 statements. Warns cannot be made in game. Warns cannot be made from, one console hovering over one thing, console 2 clicking crew, console 1 clicking whatever base. That is still true. You cannot make a warn. So I'll mark it as true. Have been corrected, which is very good to be wrong. Warns cannot be two-tone warns. I was completely proven wrong. Thank you. Warn, warn, primary, secondary. Warns can be two-tone warns. This is This is kind of backwards, but this is just me correcting myself. I said this before. I might have said it. I've said it at least. I've said it in like parties. I'm wrong. They can be two-tone warrants. They're just found in games. PlayStation, you have a completely different story. You have save editor. I don't know what your situation is. I'm on Xbox. This is the console. It's harder to do glitches and find glitches on. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna just run through this again. The Surfer Rusty. Um, Here you go. Worn. This should be an unselected pearlescent. It will look like this. And this is the car. This is completely clean. We gave it a unselected blue interior. That's for later. This car was scratched. It had a black pearlescent. This car was also scratched. And then this car was clean, I believe. So, like I said, some two-tone warrants in this game will have an unselected pearlescent. If you have it like that, you're good basically. You don't have to do any pearlescent glitches. Once I find the pearlescent glitch, I'll put a video out on it. I'll say, okay, you can do blah, 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 blah. And maybe we can make any color, any pearlescent we want on any worn car we want. And now for the giveaway. I'm going to get over to that in just a second. I'm going to make sure I get all my points in, and I think I have. So yeah, warrants cannot be made. Warrants cannot be half worn, half crew. If you ever see something that's like half worn, half crew, it's just a half like matte color, half crew. Um, though if I'm wrong on that, again, I'll correct myself, make a video. And yeah, let's get over to that giveaway. Alright guys, so these are the 3 cars that we have made. These are not supposed to be tremendous. They're not supposed to be super creator cars, but these are for free, you know? Like when we get to 900 subs, I'll figure out a way to get these out to people. Choose a couple of specific people. These have all unselected interiors. Everything on this car is completely unselected. As in wheels, like wheel color, the plate, of course, the colors, the interior. I don't really mess around with the horn because that's not like too much for me to really think about. And then this is the third one. So it's an Oracle, a Shafter, and a Virgo Classic Custom. I'm gonna keep them as is. I'll give these away. We will be making like more intense stuff later on. I'll tell you that much. We're gonna use some nice cars too. Make some nice creations for you guys. And yeah. So once we hit 900, I will put out a quick video, and we can use that video to choose the winners. So for this video, there's no way for you to enter, so you don't have to do anything specific. No, you don't have to like the video or comment. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, drop a like. This channel is not made for me to get subs or likes. This is purely to get information out. And yeah, we get to 900. I'll drop these out, and then for the 1,000, if we ever get to 1,000, I'll make some nice stuff for you guys. So once again, I forgot to mention these are made by me and a friend of mine, Cobra. So big shout out to Cobra. We couldn't decide on a plate that would match both of our names, so we just went with worn set. So these cars are all half worn and then half unselected mats because, like I said, you can't get crew on it. So I made it like a midnight blue worn set. So have fun with it. Once you guys get them, keep them to yourselves. I won't be trading them. My friend won't be trading them. So you guys can keep them. You guys can trade them. It's up to you guys. And yeah, take care. And I'm out. Pure Frestel. Peace.